9-6. 9-6. 9-6 to HQ, do you read me? 9-6. 9-6 to HQ, do you read me?
Stand by, 9-6.
No. No, Secretary of State, it will not interfere with the work of the CIA. You have my word on that.
Sir.
Yes, indeed, sir. I look forward to that, too. Goodbye. What is it, Miss Bax?
There's activity in Bosnia, sir. 9-6, you're on a secure line to Sunray.
Go ahead, Miss Slovich.
A truck. Big truck is leaving a factory. It must have been inside all night.
No, that would account for the sound you heard earlier. Give me a picture, please. Right. Follow them. Keep at a safe distance. Don't let them see you, understood?
Yes, sir.
Miss Slovich! Miss Slovich!
Slavić, šta raditi ovdje?
Ništa ti ne znaš. Ništa mi ne možeš.
Oh my God.
You are recording this?
Yes, sir.
Roll back the tape and freeze it. That man is one of the most wanted war criminals in the world. Radovan Pradic.
Over here.
They were working here?
They were using some kind of furnace, but we have no idea what they were doing. We've already done a detailed search ourselves, including one for radioactivity. And our Geiger counters recorded nothing. Unless your equipment is more sensitive than ours, I don't think you're likely to find anything.
Same as outside, sir. No reading. Nothing.
All right, Mr. Keel, sweep the whole area.
Sir.
The young woman who was captured, she was working for Sci-Fi?
No, local police. It was a special arrangement.
Arrangement?
Building something, perhaps?
Mr. Malone, whatever the newspapers say, this is still a war zone. And I'm responsible for security here, 50 square miles. And I take that responsibility very seriously. If outsiders start making special
How
arrangements...
seriously do you take Radovan Pradic?
Pradic?
This picture arrived by satellite link yesterday. From here, right outside that door.
Usable? Definitely. So what were they doing here? Loading something into crates?
Let's take another look at their furnace.
Mr. Malone, if you have any information which can help the UN to track down Radovan Pradic...
My dear Colonel, if CI5 had that information, we'd bring him in ourselves. Alive if possible, dead if necessary. Shall we go?
Mr. Malone.
Thank you very much for your help. Good luck. Good luck.
Goodbye.
To HQ, do you read me? 9-6 to HQ, do you read me?
There's activity in Bosnia, sir.
A truck. A big truck is leaving the factory.
That man, one of the most wanted war criminals in the world.
Oh my God.
Radovan Pradic.
Commander, I'm Inspector Stanislavich. And this must be Captain Keel and Captain Curtis?
No, we don't use rank in Sci-Fi. I'm Harry Malone.
Sam Curtis.
Chris Keel.
Then you must call me Dmitri. Miss Slovich, Tanya, what a terrible tragedy.
Yes, indeed.
I have seen all the files, of course. You have been monitoring Pradic's Swiss bank account.
Oh, yes, indeed, yes. He's been receiving regular payments over the past few months. About $250,000 a time.
From Bosnia?
Well, it's not impossible, is it? After all, I understand that during the period of ethnic cleansing, men like Pradic had access to certain commodities.
Drugs, yes.
Yes. And Russian plutonium.
You think plutonium?
According to our information, the former Soviet government had been stockpiling the stuff. Now, of course, it's getting out onto the black market.
Your information is superior to mine. But then, the Goraji police is not CI5.
You have no idea where they would be keeping Miss Slovich.
As I told you, no one can predict what this monster Pradic will do, or where he will go. It's like trying to catch smoke.
Yes, I see. Well, thank you very much, Inspector, for your time.
It's my pleasure. Have a pleasant flight home, Harry.
Yes.
How was your chat?
He knows where she is. I feel it.
Probably helped put her there.
Well, let's find out.
Taya Devka. Da je Lija pričala?
Da, malo.
Šta rakla?
She knew nothing. Nothing about my plans, nothing about the operation. There was nothing to worry about.
Quiet. There is someone in the building.
There's no sign of Pradige, sir.
Damn it! Mr. Keel.
Sir, first rule. Never get emotionally involved.
Sometimes the most difficult one of all, isn't it?
Spencer, what do you think of this?
What is it? Sat MB?
Mm-hmm. Only I'm not getting a very good enhancement. This area here.
Let me try.
You all right, sir?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Keel. Fine. Some years ago, I lost a man in Berlin. The wall was still up in those days. We had a tunnel to bring people out. And one day, the tunnel was deliberately flooded. 12 people drowned, I remember. About a week later, they found my chap on a piece of waste land. He'd been tortured before he died. Certainly learned a lot that day.
They broke him.
Oh, yes. Mind you, we all have our breaking point, Mr. Keel. Which is why we never tell our stringers in the field more than they need to know.
Like Tanya, you mean?
Yes, like Tanya. It's not much comfort, I know, but at least her death didn't endanger others. And I suppose that is the most you can expect when you're dealing with a man like Pradige.
"3745, come in, please."
4-5.
Chris, set up your computer and take my signal on 892. I've got something for you.
You better pull over, sir. Sat pics coming through.
Right you are. Right, what is it, Miss Backers? What have you got for us?
Pictures from the military satellite, sir. They finally found the truck.
Excellent. Where?
Hungary. It ended up at a racetrack outside of Budapest. Chris, are you getting this?
Signal's clear.
They found the truck outside the Hungarian border, and then they lost it as the satellite went over the horizon. These are the final images.
Miss Backus, can you get me closer to the vehicle next to the truck?
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know, it's not very clear, but I would say they were transferring something, wouldn't you?
What, from the small truck to the bigger truck?
Yeah.
Well, they could be moving something away. What's that logo?
What logo?
On the side of the bigger truck. BR and a checkered flag.
BR, that's Bluckner Racing.
Bluckner?
Yeah, it's a GT outfit, sir. Quite well known. They won the 24-hour race at Le Mans last year.
Oh, yes, I know, Mr. Curtis. Only too well. Bluckner is yet another name from my past.
Well, you know the rest. When Dad got sick, I took over running the team. But he built it. I just carry on the tradition.
We both owe a great deal to your father. Did you know he saved my life once?
No, I didn't know that.
Before your time. Algeria, 1962.
Dad didn't talk a lot about his past.
No, no. Men like your father never do. You know, he once told me that motor racing, he said, was a little bit like the Secret Service. Got teams of people spying on each other every minute of the day.
Well, it's getting worse. We now do all our development in Hungary, away from our competitors.
Jerry, tell me, how well do you know your team?
Oh, well, I grew up with most of them.
Yes, but you must take on new people every now and then.
Oh, PR changes. Caterers come and go. Same as the transport teams, but most of our people have been with us for years.
Transport?
We race all over the world. We've got 2 brutes like that, and 8 smaller ones. It's quite a circus.
Where's the other brute now?
Well, halfway through the Channel Tunnel, I hope. On its way back from Hungary.
Is it?
What's all this about?
Her Majesty's Customs and Excise spot check. Would you get down from the cab, please? And you.
He enjoys this, doesn't he? Do you think Malone's a sadist?
Icy stairs and rubber gloves.
No, I mean keeping us away from the fun.
What, 2 sniffer dogs and a Geiger counter's fun?
No, I mean the wonderful world of motor racing. Fast cars, glamour, girls, especially the girls.
Go on over there.
All right, what's in these?
Engine spares, gearbox. Look, a lot of this gear is assembled in a clean air environment. Don't go walking all over it with your size 12 boots, okay?
Don't be a cheeky young man, just open it up.
Hey, what happened to your singer, Monique?
The usual. The job, the hours. I know it's a scary thought, but you think we'll end up like Malone? All work, no play?
Nothing, sir.
Thank you. I must ask you to submit to a body search.
Oh, for God's sake, what the hell are you people looking for?
Won't take you long. Please.
Chris, if things get that bad, there's always the lonely hearts.
Never again.
Excuse me?
I did it once, when I first joined the Navy.
You answered an ad in the paper?
No, it was a bet, which I lost, of course. I mean, you know what the Navy's like when you first join.
No.
We arranged for me to meet this girl on a Saturday night, 7:30, outside the local cinema. Calling myself Red Cloud.
Red Cloud?
Well, I'm 1/8 Navajo on my mother's side, which the guys were particularly impressed by. So there I am outside this local movie theater when it starts to pour.
Red Cloud?
That's right.
Go on.
So everyone starts going inside, except this one girl with her back to me, standing in the rain. So I go up to her.
And?
Well, Unbeknownst to me at the time, see, Red Cloud was the name of the local cross-dressers club. And the girl wasn't a girl. He was a guy with a black mustache and a foxy blonde wig.
So what did you do?
I asked for a transfer.
Why?
He was my drill sergeant.
All right, you're free to go. No drugs, no currency, no radioactivity.
Maybe they're clean.
There is a link to Radovan Pradic. How clean is that? Mr. Keel, you flew jet fighters.
Yes, sir.
Well, 200 miles an hour should seem quite tame to you, then.
Sir?
On the right-hand side, payments into a Swiss account owned by Mr. Pradic. On the left-hand side, movements of your transporters across Europe. You will note that each time one of your transporters comes home, a payment is made in.
All our dates, places, routes. How exactly do you know all this?
Let's just say we have certain areas of expertise, Jerry, and leave it at that.
Check the load, Paul. I think before we check the load, we should make a report.
Where the hell have you been? You are 2 hours late.
We got stopped. Customs spot check.
Customs checks take 10 minutes.
Not this one. They practically took the truck apart.
That's just about the lamest excuse.
No, it's true, Elkie. They went through it with a fine-tooth comb, every bloody inch.
Sniffer dogs, Geiger counters, even a strip search.
We've got to make up the time. That car's got to be tested by 4:30.
So what do you think about my request?
I don't want to be difficult, but strangers in a racing team stand out like a sore thumb. Putting one of your people on the inside. I'm sorry, Harry, but it just wouldn't work.
I can't understand. Anyway, if you change your mind, let me know. No. See myself out. Thank you, Jerry.
Elkie, can I have a word with you?
What about?
Well, those customs guys really did a number on us.
Yeah, you said all this.
Yeah, but you don't seem to be listening.
What's your point, Paul?
I don't want to play this game anymore. That's my point.
What game? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the game where I don't get to see any paperwork anymore. The game where Vance takes 2 days off every time we go to Hungary. The game where we carry extra spares and nobody knows why. I've been with Bluckner's 5 years. All this has happened in the last 6 months since you came. I want to know what's going on.
Hold it. Just hold it. You are junior engineer. I'm the transport manager on this team, and I decide how you work. If I want you to see a manifest, I'll show you. If I want Vance to take a day off, he takes a day off. And if I want you to drive all night, you drive all night. And if you have a problem with that, you can leave.
What are you doing here?
That was no accident. No way Paul would make a mistake like that. How soon can your people get here?
Give me an hour. Get me Mr. Keel, Mr. Curtis.
Chris Keel?
I'm Chris.
Hi, Jerry Brunkner.
How you doing? Hi. This is my mechanic, Sam Curtis.
Hi.
How are you?
Come meet the team.
Sure. Sam, go park the car, will you?
Elkie, Vance, Transport, Chris Keel.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi. Chris will be doing some test driving for us for a couple of weeks. Michael, Chief Engineer.
You ever heard of him?
No. But from what I hear, his dad is paying a small fortune for the privilege.
And this is Tina. Tina's in PR. Meet Chris Keel.
Hi.
We should plan a campaign together.
Why don't we go upstairs to my office? Let me get you a drink.
Listen, I don't know if I can keep this up.
Don't worry about it. Just let Chris and I go about our work.
Talking of work, you'll be driving one of my McLarens. You do know how much one of those costs?
Yeah, about 1/100th of a jet fighter, and the U.S. Navy trusted me with several of those.
Yeah.
Do you think we're wrong to trust Bluckner?
I don't know. Possibly. Do you know what bugs me? We still don't know what it is we're looking for. Something coming out of Bosnia, somehow connected to Bluckner Racing and involving Radovan Pradic.
They test their cars in Hungary, which is only a 2-day drive from Bosnia, and they travel all over the world, so they've certainly got the opportunity.
To do what? They ship all their stuff in sealed containers. They got paperwork by the ton. They got customs poking around at every corner. So what the hell are they moving? If it was currency, customs would have got it by now. If it was drugs, the sniffer dogs would have found it.
Yeah, and we already know it's not uranium or plutonium.
Yeah?
The man who had that accident out at the track. Pathologists found this in his hand. Must have been holding it when he died. Appears to be just an ordinary screw bolt.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Spencer.
So what else is there? Diamonds in the brake fluid? Share certificates in the tires?
Well, maybe it's something so obvious it's right under our noses.
Let's go sniff around.
Ordinary screw bolt.
How did you describe the world of motorsport?
Fast cars, glamour, girls.
Yeah? Well, this isn't my idea of poking around in the dark.
What is it?
NATO Sat 5, sir. Colonel Van Meer.
Ah, Colonel. Harry Malone here.
Mr. Malone, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
I requested time on the military satellite because there's something I want you to see firsthand. This man survived 2 of Pradic's death camps. As you know, there were many such places here in Bosnia.
Only too well.
He has spent the last 5 years tracking down witnesses, survivors like himself. He has just handed me over 100 sworn statements, all of them, naming Radovan Pradic as a mass murderer and a war criminal. The evidence is overwhelming. There are even photographs showing Pradic executing prisoners in person.
When do I get copies, Colonel?
These are the copies. The originals are on their way to you via the Greek embassy.
Thank you very much.
Listen, I don't want to sound negative, but there's nothing here from war-torn Bosnia.
Then let's get out of here.
Practice laps in 5 minutes. Practice laps in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, please.
Ian Ryan, Peters Commercial. Ian Ryan, Commercial.
Don't push it until the tires get fully up to temperature, okay?
The bottom line is, sir, if Pradic is using Bluckner to get money out of Bosnia, we can't figure out how.
Miss Backus, this is not a fruitless exercise. Believe me, there are too many pointers.
Sir.
There's the link with Hungary, the satellite pictures, the Swiss account, even the death of the engineer. Please do not give up.
We won't, sir.
Good work.
All teams, this practice session ends in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Not bad.
You all right?
Yeah.
What happened?
My brakes failed, that's what happened.
You fool! You could have ruined everything.
By giving them something to occupy their minds? I don't think so.
You could have killed him.
Brake lines do come adrift. It's possible.
On a car? Just checked? Oh, come on, this has got to be sabotage.
And if the car's been sabotaged, that means our cover's blown.
Oh, come on, any half-good driver could have dealt with that. It was just a maneuver, a diversion, military tactic. Radovan uses that.
Don't you compare yourself to Radovan. He's a patriot fighting for a cause. You are just a mercenary who fights for money. Bought and paid for.
We both kill people to get what we want. I don't see the difference.
You wouldn't.
Well, you won't have to suffer me much longer. This job's nearly done. And when it is, you're going wherever you're going. Now I'm going to Brazil. I've earned my future. And no one on this earth's going to take it away from me. You got that?
So, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen soon.
Helgi Foreman. Gdje si? Kada ću te vidjeti? Jesi li na sigurnom?
Spencer! Spencer! So you see, there are several metals not affected by magnetic fields: titanium, magnesium, aluminium, and the one that I overlooked, the obvious one, gold.
Gold? From Bosnia?
Well, every country has its reserves of gold, even poor shuttered Bosnia.
Security announcement. All personnel entering the pits area must wear valid ID tags. Also, those requiring access to the department survey tomorrow must obtain separate tags from the circuit office. Tags will be issued to authorized team members only and must be collected by 10 a.m. No authorization will be available after that time. Cooperation is appreciated.
I know that face.
Pradic was once in the government. Even he can't run away carrying a ton of stolen gold.
So he melts it down and uses Bluckner's trucks to carry it through Europe?
Yes, and sells it to a Swiss bank. You better tell Mr. Keel and Mr. Curtis I'm on my way.
Elki drago, proželio sam te kad te nisam video.
Ja sam tebe užasno poželila.
Morao sam doći trku u Italiji.
I hate to break up the reunion, but we don't have a lot of time.
Back up. Back up, it's Spencer. It's gold.
Spencer, I can't hear you. It's too noisy. I'll call you back.
This is the last shipment. We have enough. Once I'm in Switzerland, I will transfer the rest of your money.
You better.
We've all taken enough risk, and the authorities are getting close.
Closer than you think.
What do you think the mileage is like with a solid gold engine?
You take this guy, I'll get them. Go!
5-3. Yes, sir. No, 1 down, 2 on the run. Yes, sir.
I'm at Brandon Airport. He's making a run for it. Lower the stairs and come out very slowly.
No Pradich, sir.
So I see.
Oh, Swiss coffee. One of life's pleasures. It always tastes so good. Something to do with the mountain air, perhaps. Or is it because this is the one place where no expense is spared? On my account, I presume. The balance is up to date. I don't understand. What is the meaning of this? The account is closed. That is impossible. There is some mistake.
No mistake, Mr. Pradich.
What's going on?
My name is Harry Malone, CI5. And this is Commissioner Hoffman of the Zurich Police, who has a warrant for your arrest.
This! You can't touch me! This is Switzerland! Neutral territory!
Wrong. The Swiss government has a copy of this report. Positive proof that you murdered dozens of innocent people and gave the order for the death of thousands more.
No. It was war. I had no choice.
No choice? It's amazing, isn't it? Do you know, for generations, we've been listening to the same lie from men like you. Tribal warlords, Soviet commissars, Hitler's nasty little men at Nuremberg. And you're all responsible for the final solution, the killing fields, ethnic cleansing. Mr. Pradich, you are a travesty of a human being. And I really do hope you rot in hell. Now, take him away.
So what will happen to him?
War Crimes Tribunal at The Hague. With any luck, they'll throw away the key.
And the gold?
Well, that goes back to Bosnia.
where they need it.
No, fair is fair.
All right. Let's flip a coin.
No, you've both got to drive it already.
She's right, Chris. It's her turn.
What the hell is all this?
It's about returning the car, sir. It has to go back this afternoon.
Oh, yes, of course. Jerry, thank you very much for everything. I'll be in touch. Debriefing. 3:15. Don't be late.